Hi guys, welcome to another excited, full of you must wonder why is he on about this stuff, but this is what the show is about. This is what we are here for. It's to discuss different topics. It's to discuss diverse topic. It's to throw things in. It's for people to understand. So it's a it's to spread light. We're not here. We're here to enlighten. We're here to empower. We are here to equip. We are here to give to illuminate, to illuminate. We are here to let people understand the diversity of culture, the diversity of the practicing and the ways of religion, the diversity of people's approach, the diversity to sociology, the diversity to humanity, the diversity to outlook and perception and psychology. And we are just here to understand the sociological order of living. I can talk about myself for being who I am. I have always been a private person. You know, you see me, I live at home. I perfectly normal individual, I would say. Maybe most of the time, Anyway, but I'm a private person. I believe in. I was brought up. I've got a very excellent mom that I just would not change for the world. And a moral standard that was imparted to me. When I was growing up, I can say that I've never heard my mom ever hear people come to her house, and it was always disciplined and strict. My grandmother, my great grandma, my grandparents and great grandparents are the same. I am a very private person, and I keep my personal life. I'm a, I am a member of the church. I give a whole lot of time to the church in teaching. I also am a very public person in empowerment and in teaching and in equip, and presently doing a PhD. And I cannot give so much and then don't have something for myself. People don't really understand the word private life these days, because I guess this for this generation, and you can't blame them really, is that they talk everything. It's like a soap opera. And when I say soap opera, and I keep saying soap opera, and I will context that I don't mean it from a negative connotation. I do mean it in the most respectful way, because I mean a lot of my living is earned. I was on television from a very young age. I do understand the lifestyle and I understand that. But what I also understand that when we come off the set, you don't matter how young you are and you went home, my mom would knock the daylight out of me if I think the home was a set. You see what I'm trying to say? The words what she said, don't bring the drama from JBC, by that it meant Jamaica Broadcasting Corporation, to the home in St. Andrew. Don't do that, So I knew better not to do that. But what we are saying is that there are people that live out the life on yourself, which is different. I guess if you choose to do that and you like to do that, then with all respect, and that's you. But you have to also understand that other people are private people. I don't get out there and talk about my personal business. I don't use Facebook to talk about my personal business and to distribute my laundry out there, Facebook and Twitter and MySpace. Anything that I do there is either going to do with the gospel, or it's ministry, or it's work, or when I get mad the last time and cuss out some people that was after me. That was it, but nothing personal. I don't go there to talk about who you have slept with, who you never slept. Those things are private matter. And I think as a human being, the difference between an animal and a human person is that the class system. We're in different class, it's different class. And we need to bring that more of that back in society, more of class, moral class, You don't go there who you seduce. These things are private matter. And I do believe if you've got individual that lives like that and choose to live like that, then keep it in that code. You see, keep it in that code. Not everybody's like that. I will never be like that. I would get married and you will not know that I'm married. You see, and it's not that I've got a secret or anything. It's just that what is not your business, not your business. And if I would marry and divorce, I would never let it be a public figure. I do believe that I'm gifted and I've got so much talent, and I don't have to make a living off my personal life, make a living off relationship, make a living off talking about my mom, talking about my dad, talking about my grandparents, talking about the negative business about that. I don't do those things. I love my mom, I love my grandparents, I love my family, and anything I have to say in the public about my family is going to be good. And any friends that I have is going to be good. Anybody that choose to do that, I leave them, because it more personify your individual and the heart that you have more than the other person. You see, if you believe if you've got a problem with me, come to me. If you've got a problem with me, you come to me. You see, come to me face and talk to me. You see, people that do that, they're cowards. They're just coward, and they are ignorant, and they are fool, wasting time in pie in the sky. You are nothing but fool, and that is foolish. You see, and if you have got those ways, you need to hop off of them ways, because those ain't good ways. To feed on people's insecurity, to feed on people's weaknesses, to feed on lies and innuendos, and live your life like that. But it will backfire, and I pray to God it really backfires, really, and then you will know. If that's how you will learn, then I say that's how you would learn, and I don't take that back, you see, because what I'm saying is that I believe in the Bible. The Bible said God will bless those that bless you and curse those who curse you. You know, so therefore, that if you are somebody that is going to operate in that way, then you are going to be cursed, right? And maybe that is when you will learn your lesson. What we are trying to say is that we must respect people's space, respect people's proximity, respect people's individuality, you know. And I use myself for an example. You know, I've always been like this from I was 2, from I was 1, from I was 3. This is who I am. This is me. I am a private person. There is anything untoward. There is not anything, and this is why I encourage and I educate the people that you have got a right. If you feel any way threatened, the police station is there. You know the number is either 999 or I think it's changed to 111. You know, you've got social services. You have got the Citizens Advice Bureau. You've got the job center. You've got your GP. You've got the NHS. You've got just different other systems around to help to make clarity to that. I mean, if you're threatened by an individual behavior, or if you think an individual, whether they are terrorists or whether they are a threat, or by any means, whatever it is, you don't have to spread it in a very derogatory manner. You can go about it in a very constructive manner, because it is your right. It's a human right, because you could be right. You could be right. You could be right. But also understand the full education that not because somebody don't live the way you live, shout the way you shout, party the way you party, you know, are not reserved the way you're reserved, it does not necessarily mean that the person is up to anything insane. You see, or the person is psychologically insane. You see, I have seen people point people out that they are mad, and I'm saying to myself, how it is that you are bang out of order. You should be watching you. You are the crazy one. You are the crazy fool. You see what I'm saying? Is that I look on people and I look at them reading, and I saw 2 persons in town, and they were blocking somewhere, and I looked at them and I said, oh my God, they look like something that don't probably got a couple of minutes left, but they're mocking somebody else. And if people don't come out and speak, we're encouraging people, and I will be an ambassador for diversity. that you are okay being the way you are. If you're reserved, if you're quiet, if you don't speak, if you speak, then this is, let alone that this is the United Kingdom of Great Britain in the 21st century, in a modern time. A modern time. We are speaking up and speaking out for diversity. That it's okay to be private. You don't have to party or business all over town. But you can be educated and let your education speak. Let your humanitarian speak. Let your goodwill speak. Let your morality speak. Let your good work speak. That's what we're talking about. And if you got any else thing to talk about that. Not people's business. People have got a right to their private life. People have got a right to that. Let us focus on what is necessary. Give people space. And mind your own. Let us, from a positive, recognize that God is watching all of us from a distance. You take care.